Y'all know what time it is. Come on now, orange juice in the blunt for breakfast. About to read the paper. Finna hit the block. Finna see some paper. One more time, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on now. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to everybody that's in the motherfucking chat. Shout out to my brothers on the motherfucking panel. Y'all know what time it is. We are the digital newspaper fellas. Lee.
Yes, sir.
How your morning starting out, big bro?
It's going good. And yours? How's your fellas? It's a little earlier there where you are.
Oh, my man, it's raining like a motherfucker, but today's a good day because we are going to win the number 1 seed in the NFC 100% at 5 p.m. The game starts, so make sure y'all tune into the first game because we coming back with a watch party later on. The Panthers and the fucking Bucks. We'll be live for that. We'll be live for the game tonight 100%. Yeah, so, man, y'all make sure y'all.
I see no Trent Williams today.
Yeah, on my mama. Cold world. How your morning starting off, Bo?
It's pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm just a little worried about the future.
Oh, world,
the future is crazy.
The future is crazy.
I'm looking forward to it. Just a little. Let's have some concerns. We'll talk about some of them on today's show. You know what I mean?
100%.
But 2026, Happy New Year to everybody. You know what I mean? All jokes aside, I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I mean? Feel great. You know what I mean? We in this thing.
We in this thing. Shout out to my whole GWN brothers that's on camera and off camera, and all the GW brothers and sisters that's in the chat. Look, bro, this is week 18. We done fucking finally made it through the fantasy football season. This is our first full year covering the whole year of the NFL, and it ain't stopping. Oh, my mama, we are scouting for these playoff leagues. I see my dog Phil up in here. We gonna get you that invite to the playoff league. Bogey got you written down. If you don't mind telling motherfuckers a little bit more about the playoff league.
Yeah.
A little something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so as soon as week 18 is said and done, the platform fan tracks will allow us to renew and create more of these playoff leagues because they're going to fill up real quick. I got a fat list. As far as the format goes, it's a super flex and it's 7 teams per league. So, and it's a 2 QB maximum. So everybody's guaranteed 2 QBs because there is 14 teams in the postseason. You get two super flex spots, 2 receiver spots, 2 running back spots, and then 3 flexes. Then you have a kicker, team defense, and you have 4 IDP flexes. If I remember correctly, I can't remember if it was 4 or 5, but yeah, it's either 4 or 5. No bench, so who you draft, you're using. And then when players get eliminated in reality, you to your best of your ability, and it's standings in reverse. You go and claim whoever you can and just throw them in the lineups. It's points accumulated all the way at the end, so there's no heads up. It's everybody versus everybody, and yeah, this shit goes crazy. I know it sounds far-fetched, but trust me, this is tried and true. We've been rocking with this format for a long time, since like 2018. Shout out to my man Steamboat Joe, aka Diamond Joe. You know what I mean? We've been killing this shit. This shit's absolutely bananas. It's $50 to get you a ticket, and it's winner takes all, 0 rake. So all the money that goes in goes right back out to the winner. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And we got a former champ from last year. Talk your shit, Lee.
Yes, sir. I booked my ticket to Las Vegas on that one.
There you go. See, he done won some bread and then parlayed that into his first trip to Vegas. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Let's get it, man. Shout out to Emil, my prime minister, top of the morning, big bro.
What's up, prime minister?
Phil said USA, USA, USA. Talk your shit, man. 100%. Before we jump off into the futuristic show that we bring in today, let's go ahead and play a message from our sponsor, and we'll be right back, y'all. on now. 100%, man. NeonPeacockMerch.com. 100%. Slide over there when you get a chance. Enter your email address. Get locked in so you know when the flash sales is dropping. You know when the regular sales is dropping. And, you know, if you want to get locked in with Peacock 100%, go slide over to his Instagram, NeonPeacock24, or go get locked in with his YouTube channel, NeonPeacockMerch.com, and you can get locked in with him and get some custom shit 100%, man. Oh, my mama. Yeah, man. So today's theme of the show, we are living in the future. We gonna
the future.
Oh, my mama. We're gonna talk about some flying cars, and we're gonna talk about some driverless cars, and you know, with these how the technology is advancing. This is the first show of 2K26. We one of these motherfucking stories we've been covering the whole last year. So bruh has made an appearance on the show again. And this motherfucker lightweight famous because they be lighting his ass up in the chat. Oh, my mama. So, yeah, let's get it, bro. This first story is taking us to the beautiful state of California, beautiful city of Los Angeles, California. And we're going to talk about some driverless cars, y'all. Fucking get it. Here we go.
Viral video is raising some fresh questions about the safety and ability of cars. There's a Waymo taxi with passengers inside driving right through an active crime scene in downtown Los Angeles. NBC's Liz Kreutz live with the video, and there's the growing page for autonomous cars, huh?
Yeah. Hi, Michael. I mean, this, according to police, happened on Black Friday around 3:40 in the morning downtown at Broadway and First Street during a traffic stop for a suspected felon. The video has been posted online. It is going viral, and it definitely yet again raises questions about the safety
y'all hear that shit?
of these cars.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh my God.
In this video taken in downtown LA,
What the is that Waymo doing?
you can see a line of police cars blocking the road and a man lying on the ground. Enter this Waymo driverless taxi, which while servicing riders proceeds to take a left turn, driving right past the active police stop.
What's up, crooked?
Moments later are seen walking towards the subject with weapons drawn. Waymo telling NBC News that when its robo-taxi came across the scene, it turned into an unblocked area where other cars were also driving, and that it quickly left. In a statement, the company saying safety is our highest priority, and that when we encounter unusual events like this one, we learn from them.
Will it ever be possible to train a driverless car on every single potential traffic scenario?
No, and that's the catch with this technology. The question is, can you train it on enough that it makes few enough mistakes that you're willing to tolerate the mistakes?
According to Waymo's data, their self-driving cars have 90% fewer serious crashes compared to a human driver, but their vehicles are still facing challenges. Earlier this year, a passenger got stuck in a Waymo after the car repeatedly circled around a parking lot at the Phoenix airport.
This car is just going in circles.
And a federal investigation is now underway into Waymo's repeatedly passing stop school buses with lights flashing.
And as for this latest incident here in LA, LAPD tells NBC News that the Waymo car did not impact or impede any of the police officers' operations during that traffic stop. But they did say that that turn that the robotaxi made did prompt the officers to go and then shut down and block off that intersection.
Man,
Talk about it, man.
It's crazy because a lot of these autonomous joints that run on some form of AI, in order for it to know every situation, situationally, it almost has to go through these situations. So like, this motherfucker this Waymo driving through the thing it might have went all bad for dude in the car. You never know. What if they just start drawing down on the car and bucking at it for some, who knows? Maybe it could have just plowed into everyone, into the police cars, and they start bucking at this motherfucker in the car. Like, you know what I mean? You never know. But the fact that, it went through this situation now for the future, people using these Waymo joints, it's going to have that in its database, like of this, a specific situation. Because, everything is generalized, right? You know what I mean? Like, for example, you're never going to find these autonomous joints that these robo taxis in rural areas. They're in metropolitan areas. You know what I mean? So like, there's a lot more things they need to account for on the road. You know what I mean? So it's like when they said, oh, it's passing by, buses pulled over with blinking lights. That's crazy work.
That's where I was gonna go with it, big bro. I got written down Why doesn't it have sensors to read emergency vehicles like fire department, the ambulance, the police? You know what I mean? Because if they got their lights on,
imagine that the motherfuckers get behind you. Woo, 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 woo. What you gotta do? You
and it's
gotta
still
pull
going.
over. You gotta pull
And
to the
it's
side,
still
let
going.
them go.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers
And
are
I
going.
also like how you said about that motherfucker. If when it ran through the motherfucking crime scene, what if they lit that bitch up? Well, you know, it got the motherfucking like the Google Earth shit when they be riding around your city and it got the shit on top. So the police know that. But the cold thing is though, big bro, that motherfucker said in that video and it showed, bro, they had bruh on the ground with their weapons drawn. So he just wasn't no motherfucking got caught doing 35 in the motherfucking 15-mile-per-hour zone. He did something that he should have been done in order to get the guns drawn on, allegedly. You feel me? So for that motherfucker not to be able to realize that this is a motherfucking crime scene with the police activity and just still push through that, like you said, they got to go through it in order to get to it. But yeah, they got to have some type of sensors in order to read emergency vehicles or school buses, because if it's no medium, if it's no medium that's like a cement medium in the middle, you have to stop, whether it's a 1 lane or 2 lanes. If the bus stop is up, the school bus got the stop sign out and it's red and it's blinking the red lights, you have to stop. You can't keep pushing through that.
And that shit is a tuna can compared to a motherfucking bus. If that shit starts to pull off and that car doesn't detect it, and then here's the thing too, going back to like when it drove through the crime scene, you know what I mean? Like, see, and this is where it's like where humans come into effect, right? Where it's like a regular human would have, you know, realized, or you would hope that a regular human driver would have realized that's a scene and stopped, right? And, you know, a regular human would have maybe even drove through and at least recorded it, right? Like, that's what humans do, right? They're just driving by, recording that whole shitless guy on the ground. You know what I mean? Motherfucker's first inkling is to record some shit, huh?
Them is facts.
Just like the robots do, though, huh? Robots are recording everything.
Man, they've been recording us.
They're recording us right now, aren't we? Oh my God, it's a paradox.
The thing is, they got a stat saying that the Waymo cars have 90% less crashes than humans. 100%, right? But we just seen at the end of that video that bro went viral because the motherfucking Waymo was just doing a whole bunch of circles, bro.
So let's break down this math. If they say these Waymos regular humans have 90% more accidents than these Waymos, right? So that means if you break down the math, if you have 10 cars and all 10 is Waymos, one of them's crashing them.
Come on,
that's still not a good ratio to me, bro. You know what I mean? That's still 1 in every 10.
Yeah, bro, it's still faulty. Bro, this is a computer-driven car, bro. We just seen that the motherfucking flight cameras got hacked. 100%. You know, I mean, it's like, look, it's all
they had doing donuts in the airport.
In the airport, bro.
12-year-old kid that hacked that shit, like, yeah, got this motherfucker going in circles.
Oh my mama, he can't get to his terminal. He just gotta keep going. Oh my mama, that motherfucker don't know if he needs to go to terminal 1 or terminal 2. Oh my mama.
And this motherfucker's spinning. He can't even unlock the door, right?
That shit fucked up, dog. 100%. And like you said, what if the police would have did something to that car or something? You know, it ain't no. Or what if the motherfucking car would have veered in or something? You know what I mean? Into the motherfucking scene.
And let me get this straight. If I'm using a Waymo and I got luggages, right, and I throw them luggages in the back, what if I jump out and this motherfucker just drives off? Hey. You know what I mean?
Come on now, take off.
I didn't get my bags out the bench. After this motherfucker done had me driving around 3 times and 7 times in this motherfucking airport.
Right. Are you getting in the Waymo?
I think if I was like in Vegas or something and we was waiting in like an Uber line and there was a Waymo, I'd probably do it. Because if I was in Vegas, I'd be drunk and on mushrooms and Molly more than likely. So I'd be about it. The future. And I jump in that motherfucker.
Fuck that. I ain't getting in no Waymo, bro.
I'm all set there.
Hey, remember they're doing the autonomous joint in Vegas. We did a story about that. They're building that tunnel.
Yeah. So people is driving the tunnel. That's the Tesla tunnel.
Oh,
they are driving. Yeah, they're driving cars.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they driving cars because it goes under. So matter of fact, they're building new stops for it. Because right now it goes by like where the draft was, where we was at. So where the Sphere is, that convention center, that's one of the stops right there. That bitch go right up under that motherfucker.
Oh,
Now,
that's right. Yeah, Ty showed me that. Yeah.
I forgot exactly how far it takes. It don't take you hella far, but they're trying to make more stops for that bitch.
More stops, yeah.
Oh, my mama. Cold world, bro. Cricket said, what about the school buses when they're dropping off kids? You need to stop. Can't have that car going when the kids are crossing the street. Them is facts.
You ain't lying.
Oh, my mama. They have to have some type of sensors. How is that not even built into the program? You know, I mean, got every other traffic law built into their algorithm. How you ain't got that traffic law?
It's like we're gonna and how's that lawsuit work? If God forbid anything crazy happens, it's like, all right, so now we're just gonna sue the company, right? The Waymo company, whatever. But it's like I'm pretty sure they have, things in place, that cover their ass for shit like this. Because
hell no, they got if just like you just said, bro. If it was 10 Waymo cars, one of them motherfucking cars is getting in an accident. And if that motherfucker hit a person, a vehicle, or even a piece of property, they have to pay for that because that's a vehicle on the road. And in order to have a vehicle on the road, you got to have insurance.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what is that? That insurance they got in place probably covers some outlandish shit because this is some new shit. Imagine this. Like, okay, a human being, you're harder to insure if you have a history of recklessness, right?
Right.
So here you are. How do you insure?
Oh, so I'm gonna tell you like this. So even at my job, I don't work for them motherfuckers no more, 100%. But they are self-insured. If you got over 30 cars, you can self-insure yourself. You don't have to go through no insurance company. I forgot exactly how many. Even if you got 30 cars right now, you can self-insure yourself. But you got to have a whole bunch of guala in the bank in case if you fuck up.
Huh. Which brings me to my next point. I need to get rich in this future.
Come on now. Hey, we should have thought about Waymo.
I know, right? I should have thought about Waymo earlier.
100%. Oh, my mama. Cold world. Hey, we got Marco from Z Future.
Oh, look at that. We're in the future this time.
Come on now, Marco. You pulled up just in time because we are talking about the future. 100%. Y'all got anything going out on this Waymo bullshit?
I mean, that shit way more sketchy than I thought.
100%. Them is facts. Fuck that. They ain't never getting none of my money. Oh, my mama.
I'll jump on the back and hold on to it. I mean, listen, how much is it costing me to lay on the top of the back and hold on to a thing like this?
Hey, bring the hyphiness back to the motherfucking Waymos.
Hey, let me just get hyphy on the back of this Waymo truck.
That motherfucker,
you know what I mean? Go ahead and drop me off over back yonder. You feel me?
Now. Real talk. Here go the next story, y'all. We living in the future, y'all. 100%. Here we go.
The future of transportation may be closer to reality. Flying taxis could launch soon in South Florida. Yes, you heard me right. Flying taxis. This map shows what the infrastructure to support those taxis would look like all around South Florida.
CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero shows us what the future of getting around will look like with this new technology.
It's something straight out of the Jetsons, an all-electric air taxi. I spoke to the man behind the project who says the goal is to bypass traffic and save time getting to all the South Florida hotspots like Hard Rock Stadium.
Gotta get to them strip clubs faster.
Is no night aircraft.
All this damn traffic, I gotta see
what some believe is a solution to South Florida's chaotic traffic.
Think Miami Beach all the way up to West Palm Beach, connecting Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Boca, West Palm Beach all together, and really try to help people get around much easier.
Adam Goldstein, the founder and CEO of Archer Aviation, says it's specifically designed to fly around urban areas.
Used to replace trips on the ground in cars that take 60 to 90 minutes with flights that can take 5 to 10 minutes.
The sleek silver and black electric vertical landing aircraft would be piloted and can sit up to 4 passengers while traveling 150 miles per hour. Goldstein says it could travel as far as 100 miles away from the initial takeoff location.
Historically, helicopters have been reserved for the very few, but these aircrafts are designed to be much more simple, from a mechanical perspective, and so the maintenance can be much lower, the uptime can be much higher, which allows us to offer at a price that's just much more reasonable, so it can be a mass use product.
That
The Midnight
motherfucker
Electric
federal,
aircraft
bro.
is in its
You
final
ain't lying.
stages of the certification process.
I'm in my
with the
vertical. I can hear
FAA.
rappers
So
rap about
ultimately,
that
we
shit
need
already.
the federal government through the
I'm in
FAA
my
to grant us what's
vertical
called a type
electric flying
certificate, which
car.
allows us to start flying, not just in the country, but ultimately all over the world. And so we're deep into that process.
The plan is to have the air taxis launched and flying by next summer. In Coconut Grove,
not by
Nakaya
next
Carrero,
summer, don't
CBS
tell me
News,
that.
Miami.
Getting on board?
Don't
I don't
tell
know. So
me
I guess
that.
Hey, you're gonna have your draft in Miami next year, JD?
Hey, Bogey, you already know that's how I'm pulling up to the draft.
Yeah, he's doing.
I'm coming, like Antonio Brown when he came to training camp in a helicopter.
I think it was the hot air balloon, actually.
No, that motherfucker came in a helicopter.
Oh, it was in the helicopter? Okay.
Oh,
Oh, he might have
motherfucker.
hurt his foot coming out of the hot air balloon. That's what it was.
That motherfucker said by next summer though, but that motherfucker luxurious up in that bitch. That's some old, that is some old South Beach ass shit. Cause you know them motherfuckers be having all the Rolls Royces, all the exotic cars out there and shit like that. Oh my mama, that's a hell of a stunt right there to pull up and get dropped off by the motherfucking helicopter, dog.
And that's the thing too, because like, okay, these are going to be autonomous, right?
No, I think motherfuckers is flying them.
You think motherfuckers is flying them? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
pilots are flying them.
So here's the thing: is like, how much training does these motherfuckers have? If they say they're pushing to release next year, how many flight hours do you have to log? See, now protocols need to be created. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
come on now.
Like, you know, when you become, if you're an apprentice and a plumber, you gotta have like 1,000 hours of fucking being an apprentice or some shit, like, or whatever the fuck the requirement is, right? Like, if you're gonna be a pilot, you gotta have X amount of hours of flight time logged before you could even get your flight license or whatever your pilot license or whatever it is, right? Like, there's all kind of parameters here. So, and you know, because I feel like it's gonna be like, oh. Look at this. I found this on Facebook. It says apply. It's a job. Oh, what's the job? Flying car pilot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, are they going to go out and find retired pilots who are, you know, or like want to make some coin, or even just, you know what I mean? Like fools with military background, or even just flight backgrounds, period. Like, or is this going to be average Joe Schmoes like me? You know what I mean? They hop in. Where you going? You're going to Club Live. Okay.
With the cigarette in the mouth,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The motherfucking old ass taxi driver, that motherfucker got the pot belly, you know what I mean? That motherfucker smell like a whole bunch of beer and cigarettes.
You know what I mean? What is this? It's a class
when he
S.
land, he opened the door, like the Uber say, "Is this right for JD?" Yeah, this for JD.
Yeah.
My name is Jared. You got the wrong motherfucker. Keep going.
For real.
Cold
this motherfucker just, and then. Not to mention if a motherfucker, you know, like, okay, you know, what's the parameters like as far as airspace goes, right? Like, okay, are you gonna have air roads where like there's certain things flying around that don't allow you to go, you know, XYZ out of a range? You know what I mean? Like, or is it someone powering it, but it's autonomously going on the route? That way, no one can fuck with it until it's time to land and shit, and then you have humans there for any kind of, you know, assistance. So my man's, shout out to my man Mike, manager Mike. He used to manage me for how long? He's one of my great brothers till this day.
Shout out to manager Mike.
He right now he works for a startup. They're about a couple years old. They got remember I told you they got them flights, the planes, them electric planes. They're about like 12 foot. 15 foot in radius, 50 foot length, and then 12 foot long wings. And they put these bitches together. They put them together, and they're standing erect. And they shoot up like that. And then these things are used. Yeah, so you could buy these joints like 180 bands, and you can fly in them too. But they're completely autonomous. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, but you know, you have to lay out the flight pattern, lay out the fucking landing shit. They scan the whole areas. Then the AI boom takes them up. You know what I mean? And so ballers are buying this shit, but also like firemen, like fire departments, and like rural areas.
Oh, to put out fires and shit. To drop the water.
So you can send this joint, but more importantly too, to send, because they got cameras all over these bitches. So it's you know, you can send it around like, oh, the fire's over here, or there's people stuck here, or there's, you know what I mean? so you can send, rescue shit. Like, so they have different usages for these things. And I asked my man, so he got up in one of them. He was like, "Yep." And I'm like, "Dang, so how does it work?" He said, "You know what I mean? There's a whole team that runs this thing, though. That's the thing. There's a whole team, so they're all monitoring everything that's going on just in case something happens, right? But a motherfucker just flying in there and it's just going, bro. And yeah, he's going, and he goes all across the nation. They're doing air shows, all this shit. Like right now, he just came back from Canada a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? They send this motherfucker everywhere, and he's dragging a trailer with the fucking plane. They go there, assemble it. You got a whole team. They're doing demonstrations. Yeah, it's crazy. From military bases to air shows to fucking private parties. Ballers are buying this shit. We're gonna have these motherfuckers flying around all over the place, bro. And you know what's crazy? I asked him, I said, so how does that work? Like when it comes to airspace and shit like that, it's that there's a governor on them. They can only go so high.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so there's and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's the thing too, though. And then you can't be going by no power lines. You got to watch out where the big antennas is on top of buildings and shit like that.
Imagine that, Brody. A motherfucker could a Waymo had malfunctions about to drive through a crime scene. This motherfucker could just smooth drive through a building, bro.
Cold world, bro.
In Palo Alto, not Palo Alto. Certain parts of Palo Alto, you can only have 3-story buildings. That's the highest because you're in the air zone. You know what I mean? There's planes that go around this area. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine you're just, you know what I mean? It don't see the whole building. Just clips the whole building.
Fuck something you never know, man. And then you drop it. You dropping like a fly, bro. Oh my mama.
Yeah, and it's like, as the passenger, what's the protocol? Do I hop in? Do I got extra strap? Is my seat a flotation device? Like, I mean, what's going on with this thing? This is crazy work, bro. I don't know if I can just do this.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, though. It gotta have the human element, 100%. It did say it could seat 4 people. So now if it's 3 passengers in the back and 2 passengers or 1 passenger in the front with the fucking pilot, then that's because it said it can transport 4 people. So if 2 in the back and 2 in the front, then it's autonomous, and that's a no-go for sure, bro.
And think about this, like a year, maybe 2-3 years from now, if this shit is going with some success, bro, maybe in a year from now when we get it going. 2 years from now, if it's with some significant levels of success here, we're gonna see buses and all that shit flying around and too, like
public transportation, 100%.
Air train.
I mean, they already making all the motherfucking public transportation shit clean air vehicles, so they trying to already, make that change to save the motherfucking the global warming and shit like that. You know what I mean? And then also the next story that we're gonna talk about, the last time we talked about it, it says it has designated areas that you have to stop in. You feel me? Once you get up in the air and you're going somewhere, it's gonna be a designated stop. You just can't be pulling up anywhere and just, you know what I mean, dropping out of the sky. You feel me? 100%. Crooked said the question is, if it does crash and cause some serious injury, who do you sue?
Yeah, I know, right?
Marco said computer cars, or what's the subject? That we just getting caught up. That would be cool if you can make one of those your getaway car and drive, motherfucker, drive. Come on,
go. I mean, they made whole movies about that. Like Knight Rider.
Michael,
get in the car, Michael, and put your seatbelt on.
Come on, man. Crook said, Bogey, you need to be the first rapper to rap about this shit in a song.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking off in my vertical rising electric car. I'm on the way to live so I can get it off.
Right off the spot. Oh my mom. Crooked said the taxi driver smells like a Black and Mild and he's sipping on some yak. Hey, yeah, keep going, bro. Especially.
And then he lets him know, hey, look. He lets him know, hey, look, I'm just here for the look. I hold the steering wheel and it flies itself. Trust me on that. Yak.
Oh world. Oh my mama.
You know
Ain't no way in the hell I'm getting in that motherfucker.
I mean, all them things is on camera. Even like when we was mashing around in Diamond Joe's Tesla, and that motherfucker driving himself, and we in there blowing and shit, and everyone's, we're allegedly drinking in the back. While the car's driving itself, and Diamond Joe, he's just on his phone. The car will tell him, Diamond Joe, you're on your phone too much. It's like, oh shit, they're watching. Something's watching, whether it's AI or. And it didn't say it audibly, but it said it on the screen. Like, it was like, I remember Tino tripping the hardest. He's like, oh shit, this is sorcery.
Fuck that.
He was in the back seat with me. He was just tripping like, oh, bro, this is crazy, bogey.
I trust myself more than I trust that motherfucker for sure. 100%. Marco said, roads. Where are we going? We don't need no motherfucking roads. 100%. Let's get
where we're going. We don't need roads.
Come on now. Emil said, not getting in any planes without no motherfucking pilots. You damn right, big bro.
See? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, you have to convince me that you already been had, like, on the low. Like, if you're a year away from doing this in Florida, that means, in my mind, for the last 5 years, you've been working on this shit.
Yeah, they technical. They 6 months, 7 months, because they said summer of this year.
Wow. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's coming up.
No, they said next year. My bad. Next year. They just said next year.
Okay.
I thought they said by this summer.
Well, was this the 2025 story?
Nah,
they're talking about
this was this year. This was only a couple of weeks ago.
Okay,
so if it was a couple of weeks ago, it is this year then.
So that's what I'm saying. So next summer.
Come on now. Cold world, bro.
Coming this summer.
Brandon said, did you hear they have made a new president of Venezuela? Yeah, that motherfucker Trump said they got the ex-president and his wife on one of them shits. And that lady that they just gave the Nobel Peace Prize or whatever, one of them prizes, I forgot what country she in. They say they gonna try and make her that motherfucking president of Venezuela. Oh yeah, cold motherfucking world, dog.
He says Jose
Altuve. Did they impeach the former president of Venezuela?
This morning, right when I woke up,
they rescued him. Supposedly,
yeah. The breaking. No, they captured that motherfucker.
Captured him.
Yeah, they ain't fucking with him. Trump ain't fucking with that dude.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
It's a cold world out here on my mountain. Marco said, "Don't hassle the Hoff." Oh, my Michael. Shout out to the Hoff, man. On my mama. Hey, hold on,
that was David Hasselhoff?
Huh?
David Hasselhoff was
Michael. Yeah, that motherfucker was Michael. That motherfucker was
the Baywatch.
Motherfucking what's the one with Pam Anderson? Pam Anderson, the beach.
Yeah, Baywatch.
Baywatch and Knight Rider.
Yeah, Baywatch.
Baywatch on my mama.
Yeah, I didn't know young Hasselhoff was Knight Rider, man.
Hey, you gotta.
That's what made him, man.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't never sat through not but one episode of Knight Rider. So I beg you, man.
That shit was my jam, bro.
Listen to this, bro. So on the Hasselhoff roast, one of them motherfuckers said he got so drunk that he pissed in kits where he puts the gas in, where he puts the gas in. Hey, they fucked him up during the roast because he's an alcoholic. Originally, he's an alcoholic. So you got to go watch that roast.
Look, well, because earlier that year, see, and this was crazy. This was before viral was this is like one of the most early viral shits I can remember. It was David Hasselhoff. His daughter recorded him because he can't. David Hasselhoff comes home one day, and his daughter's probably like a teenager at the time.
Oh yeah, they was making fun of him for not fucking with his daughter. They got a bad relationship.
Trying to eat a hamburger. He's like picking the hamburger apart, falling apart. You know what I mean? And she's like, "Look at you, Dad. Look at you." Like, because she's highly concerned and she wants to record him so she can show him. But then I guess the video got out. She showed the world, and then like that fucked him up. But then, you know what I mean? First of all, they love him in Germany. I mean, that's why he said, "Don't hassle the Hoff." Like, he's a national treasure. Okay,
bro. You gotta watch the motherfucking roast, bro. 100%. That shit I had you fucking crying, dog.
It's on YouTube for sure. I'm about to peep.
Hey, y'all got anything going out on the flying taxis?
I won't be stepping inside one.
If that motherfucker got a pilot, that's it. I'm getting dropped off at the draft. Fuck that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, but I have to sometimes do things to say I did it. Like, yeah, bro, I was up in one of them things. I probably won't tell nobody I was terrified for shit, praying to God. you know what I mean, on mushrooms where I know
In Vegas, they got helicopter tours to where you can go see the Hoover Dam and the Grand Canyon and bring your motherfucking ass right back.
And you know what's a bitch, man? That shit takes that damn near the whole day because we looked into that before.
Is that right?
Yeah, like, you know, you gotta go. Like, you know, they only have so many flight times, so it's like if you're gonna go, like, you know what I mean. But they do got the ones over the city. That
fact.
Yeah, they got the ones over the city, and I heard that they'll even let you have like champagne in that motherfucker or some shit. I don't know. I ain't never rode it, so I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I ain't never done it either, but that shit do because I mean, you know, I've never been to the Grand Canyon and I've never seen the Hoover Dam 100%.
I've been to the Grand Canyon and I've been to the Hoover Dam as a kid.
Federal,
right? And it's magnificent. Like, you know, I like
it is.
Like things with Mother Nature, ever since I was a kid, whenever you see things in Mother Nature that make you, it reminds us how real insignificant we are, like on the grander scheme.
Well, I watched a documentary of them building the Hoover Dam.
Bro, the Hoover Dam is wild, B. Because like, you know, like part of the tour, you know, I mean, they showing you how everything works, and then you know, you get to the part where you looking over the thing where the water's spilling out.
Yeah,
you're looking over the thing, and it shouts recipes to my Nino and Larry, man, my uncle Larry. Larry, you jumped on a motherfucking, there's a barrier like this. It's like a thick ass concrete barrier, probably like that thick. It's like a wall, you know what I mean? And then over it is the water and all that shit. Now you can see. So my uncle, he just jumps on the thing. Hey, Ma. And he's talking to his wife, my auntie, right? Ma, I love you, Ma. He jumps and then she screams, right? And then when she looks over, he down there crouched over because there's still it's like 4 or 5 feet of land before it, and then there's another barrier for it, you know what I mean?
Unc is a fool for that one.
Slope like this, and then the security guard, hey, sir.
Hey, Unc is a fool for that one.
Motherfucker, no.
Fuck that. I can't do that,
he's a fool, bro.
I can't do I hate heights.
Oh, shit, he's a fool.
I hate heights, bro. I fell out of a tree when I was younger. I fell out of you know what a kumquat is?
Yeah.
A little fruit. It's a little yellow. Like
it's we call them calamansi.
Oh my mouth.
Yeah, they're like little mini lemons.
In fact, something like that with a like a little big old nut in the middle.
But them trees is fat shit though.
Bro, I fell out of one of them motherfuckers when I was young and fell on my face and landed on a brick on my mama. That's why I don't fuck with heights. 100%. We was up there getting them motherfuckers, and one of them branches that I stepped on, that bitch snapped, and it was a wrap. I did the Plinko. You know what? Hey, you know what Plinko is on Price is Right?
Come on.
That motherfucker went like this. Pow, 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 pow. Boom! Oh my mama, it was a wrap.
Oh, you hit branches on the way down?
Yeah, facts. That's how I went down, bro.
Hey, what is it called? What were we just talking about? Oh yeah, falling out the tree. So look, I always had like a thing with heights too, right? But like, if in my mind, if the motherfucker's secured, then I'm good with it. Like, so like roller coasters, all shit. I never had, if I was scared, I was with it. Like, cause I love that feeling of being terrified. I don't know, I'm weird like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like in the drops, I love all that shit. I fucking love. But I get the shaky if like we're on the top of like when back in the days went to the Space Needle. You know what I mean? Even the fake Space Needle in Vegas too. That one too, where you're on the top of it and you're looking, the knees are shaking because you know what I mean? Because I'm not secure on nothing right here. You know what I mean? You know, you always have the asshole homie. You're looking over the edge and he goes, oh, he's trying to fuck with you. Oh, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Oh, world.
Don't do that. You know what I mean? But anyways, when I always had the fear of heights, but it's so crazy when I look back when I was like a teenager, right? Because when I was a teenager, bro, I used to scale the side of 2-story houses, bro. You feel me?
Hey, calm getaway artist.
Get into that room because she told me I gotta sneak
getaway artist. Oh my God.
Motherfuckers is climbing on
Spider-Man
entire buildings.
Hey, motherfuckers was Spider-Man back in the Oh my mama.
We was Spider-Man to get to the ass, bro. We was like,
mama,
look,
facts.
Don't worry, baby. I'm almost there. I'm risking my life to get here.
Cold world. Hey, we got Derek in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Derek?
Oh my mama. Mitch Buchanan.
What's up, Mitch?
Apparently, he's really big in Germany for singing. Yeah, that motherfucker is a legendary singer. Oh my
he do the polka.
Hey, shout out to the Hoff, man. Oh my mama.
He might be solely responsible for the reason everyone in Germany knows Sweet Caroline.
Come on now.
And what's the other one? Country Road. Country road, take me home to that place that I go. Remember that shit in Germany? Every year they cut that bitch on, and the whole fucking Germany sings it. All them Germany games, the NFL joints, I think they've been having like 4 years straight now, bro. It's insane.
Marco said he's still pretty popular among older people like me. Marco, you ain't how did Marco? You ain't even in your 30s yet, is you?
I don't know. I always thought Marco was like,
you look hella young, Marco.
I know.
Yeah, I always thought he was maybe like at most like early 30s.
Yeah, like early 30s or something, bro. Oh, my mama.
Hey, look, if Marco fucks around and tells us he's like our generation, I'm gonna be like, yo, they doing something good over there in Germany.
No
German ingenuity.
Hey, no red dye 30, no blue dye, no yellow dye.
All their
like all that bullshit.
All their gummy candies were clear. They're like, we don't.
Mama, they exit out all that bullshit. Oh my mama, they
German ingenuity.
100% fact. Some of the best shit ever. Oh my mama.
You feel me?
Hey, Emil, our prime minister, said the Grand Canyon is on my bucket list for sure. So look, Emil, make sure you do that motherfucker the 3rd week of August. That way you can come pull up on us.
Vegas. Yeah. What was it? Shout out to young Spencer Guru when he did his last year when we last summer he can't fuck with us in the city. Caught a baseball game, whatnot, did some mushrooms and whatnot. Then he went on down to SoCal. Then he made his way to the Grand Canyon.
Come on, man, that's federal.
He was taking it on the road. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool because the last couple of years he did the East Coast. You know, he's a kid from the South. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did Boston 2 years ago.
He did the East Coast. Yeah, he went through all through Jersey to New York to fucking to Baltimore to motherfucking Connecticut and you know what I mean, all the shit. Boston. Yeah, and then last year he did the West Coast shit. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, but he said the Grand Canyon was dope. You know what's crazy? If you look up the amount of people that die at the Grand Canyon every year for just falling in that motherfucker, because like it probably just be some dumbass trying to do the selfie. Like
100%. That's exactly what
way
it is.
too far back. Ah!
Doing way too motherfucking much. Oh my mama, fuck.
Yeah, because there is a lot of area. There is areas.
Hey, have you watched the Wi-Fi's on the Grand Canyon?
They got a whole area that they don't let motherfuckers go through and shit.
Yeah, shout out to G.E. Kincaid. Oh my mama.
Yeah, and you know what's about that is that because look at this. When you're looking at the Grand Canyon, you're looking at millennia of maybe even millions of years of water fucking carving earth out. You know what I mean? When you look at the Grand Canyon, that's, however many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years of water carving this bitch out, right? Oh, wow, so like in that Wi-Fi thing, they said they found some cave, or allegedly there's some caves in that motherfucker. That had all kind of, like
the dude's name is G.E. Kincaid that found it. They got an article on it.
He said he found joints that look like hieroglyphics, but not, and like pictures that depict like the Great Flood and all this shit. So it's like.
But on the bottom, how old are you guys? Did you say? How old is he?
Oh my mama.
I got the.
Oh, that's Marco. Shout out to Mrs. Spear. Marco said, "How old are you guys?" So Marco, I just turned.
I'm the old man on the panel. I'm 5'0".
So I'm Jordan's number when he came back from retirement. 100%.
Look, I'm 41 years old, and they didn't fucked up and let me get this far. Because the further I go, the more powerful I become.
Facts. Hey, we got Albert in the building. What's up, Albert?
What's up, Albert?
Emil said he's 37. Oh yeah, you almost part of the club. I see you, big bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh my
hey,
so
I remember when I turned 37, right? I was like, oh no, I'm in my late 30s now. Because like mid is like 34, 35, 36, right? Then there's 37, 38, 39, right?
Yeah, we have 136 years on this panel right now.
Damn it. Why you want to do that right now, big bro?
I know, and he's lying too. It's 336.
I got a lot of years. I'm a
1888. Oh my mama.
Lee is 250 years old.
Cold world. Derek said he's 40 deuce. Oh my mama.
Let's go. He's fucking with that 42. Hey.
This
That's
this is a grown man's club. Even though we do got young bulls in here, the young bulls they talk they shit like they grown, man. They handle their business like they grown, man. This is a hell of a community, man. Oh my mama.
Yeah, motherfuckers. I remember my girl. She tripped. She was like, "How old is Spencer?" I was like, "Oh, no, he's like, you know what I mean, like 27." Because we've been knowing him since he was young boy, like 21.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? But like, she always thought he was like early 30s or something by now. You know what I mean? She was like, "Wow, I didn't know he's that young." But it's because the maturity level is what she means. You know what I mean?
Young boy.
Yeah, my girl more worried about me when I go to Vegas than anybody else. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to turn everybody out. You already know. You know
Come on now.
I'm about to make everybody acting a donkey. We're all kids in Vegas.
Come on now. Here we go. Let's get into this last joint, y'all. This motherfucker that we finna see. This motherfucker is a resident story on the OJ and the Blunt for breakfast. This motherfucker lightweight famous on here because they be tearing his ass up, bro. My mama. Let's get into this shit. Watch.
It's time for the Jetsons to pull over because that futuristic fantasy is quickly becoming a reality. After more than a decade of development, the world's first commercial flying car is now in production and is being assembled right here in the United States. The Aleph Model A Ultralight is a road-legal vehicle and aircraft that will fly above the roadways. And get this, there's room for two inside. It will run for about 200 miles on the ground and just over 100 in the air. The innovative aircraft also has a cruising speed of 110 miles per hour while in flight. Although attainable for some, the flying car will set you back about $300K. Let's bring in Jim Duchovny, the CEO of Aleph, to talk about this out-of-this-world machine. I have to ask you,
he got all black on every time.
I have to believe you're excited to talk about it, but I have to believe
is
that also, Jim, you have a lot of friends who sit back and look at you like,
what's Wednesday's people's name?
He's the Addams Family.
Yeah, he's a wannabe Addams Family looking motherfucker.
Yeah, he's the Addams Family motherfucker. Look out the Matrix type shit.
Asking that question very serious, and it's basically because people think that the video, one of the video, actually latest video you just showed, is AI. In fact, it's not. It's actually the real video of the car flying. I have only one way to convince people when we actually bring them and do the live demo when something flies in front of your eyes. We did it with several news stations, with NBC, with Associated Press. So hopefully that somehow convinces people that it's real. We already started operating in 2 airports in Bay Area, so some people can already see it. So as we're getting it closer to the public, that answers the question, is it real?
Jim, I'm telling you right now, on behalf of everyone here at News Nation, I expect an invite because we will.
Hey, look at this, bro.
Let me pause it real fast. Look what this shit say. First call with vertical takeoff to receive FAA permission. Does not require an airport to launch. 100% electric. $1 billion in pre-sales, dog.
Woo! Wow. Hey, go. Hey, this is the Jetsons for real.
Come on now.
Hey, look at this too. Okay, look, I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s, but I have a heavy affinity for all the 80s and early 90s action movies. Okay? All the bad guys had accents like Brett. I'm just telling you. We got.
Hey, why has he got on all black in this picture right here? This motherfucker is a wannabe Addams Family a villain, bro.
He is the 1990s, late 80s, early 1990s bad guy from the action movies, bro.
100%. Who the fuck does this dude think he is? Well, I mean, he got that motherfucker got $1 billion in pre-sales though. So
that motherfucker's cousins. Right. Hey, his cousins were the ones that took over the building in LA and the Die Hard, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Those were his rallies.
Let's finish this shit up.
We'll be there also to cover it with the other media outlets when this takes off and you're ready to demonstrate it. Are we clear, Jim?
Thanks, Nick. You guys always been good to us, so you're welcome to come to Silicon Valley. We can arrange something.
Jim, that sounds like a plan. Let's talk about the current pre-orders now in production in Silicon Valley. Break down the features of this flying car for us.
So most of what you're actually showing right now is CGI, except the video which you showed right before I came on the screen. So it's very important to distinguish between CGI, AI, and actually the real videos. Some of the videos you actually showed is real, but this is CGI. So we did
I don't trust them.
3,500 pre-orders amounting to a little bit over $1 billion at this point. We started making a first car, one. one first car to be kind of like a test car to be delivered and see how people will use it in a real environment. There's a lot of regulations which you have to abide. You cannot just fly anywhere above New York, above San Francisco. That's not how it works. So there are regulations you have to abide. And our number one, actually number zero priority is safety. So we want to make sure that people operate it safely, exactly as it's intended.
Jim, I don't need to tell you, I don't want to fly above Fresno. I want to fly above some of the fun cities, Jim. So can we eventually, is the goal to be able to
fly
in
above
cities
Fresno.
like San
Yeah, you don't want to get
Francisco
shot
and
down.
LA? Or you're like, nope, Nick, you're going to be stuck in Bakersfield.
Eventually, yes. By the way, this is a real video which is showing right now. So, and this is actually video flying in one of the cities. So the eventual goal, yes. The whole point of the flying car is to bypass traffic. We are back to the pre-COVID levels in 2025. So we're back to this bad traffic. So yes, but the people who live in the more rural areas, this is where we're starting from, also experience traffic problems. So with the ultralight versions, the regulations say you cannot fly over densely populated areas. But the goal as we're going forward, and hopefully several years, you should be able to fly over densely populated cities, and that's a goal of bypassing traffic.
Jim, you and I could sit back and do a whole show on this because I'm looking at that car and I'm like, wow, so many questions.
Yeah, Jim.
Does one need special
If that
training
is your
in order
real
to
name.
operate or drive said car?
So yes, we do provide the training. It's actually pretty simple. It's literally in the air. It's simpler than driving a car. You still need a driver license. But it is very simple to operate, and we do provide the training.
I fucked up, but I wanted to pause it right there. That motherfucker said this shit is pretty simple. It's easier. Oh no, I think he said it's easier to drive a car, and you gotta have your license. So he's saying this shit is easier to drive a car, dog.
This is crazy work.
Yo, man, he's got eyes like the fucking devil.
Bruh is like, I don't know what's going on with bruh.
I was just calling him a late 80s, 1990s.
Look at the picture right now of bruh.
Hey, look at that motherfucker. I'm telling you, keep an eye on this guy.
Look, hey, this motherfucker is a wannabe Chris Angel looking motherfucker.
Yo, he belongs on a wanted poster, man. Serial killer. White City looks like a serial killer.
Damn. Hey, look at this though. See, look at this. Like them electric cars, they got fat shit batteries, bro, and that's lithium and all kind of shit, bro. Like, if these motherfuckers crash, bro, imagine those. Those fires are crazy, bro. You know what I mean?
So, we had I don't know if it was an Amazon truck or a fucking FedEx truck, whatever it was. It was one of them electric.
Yeah, out here in Sac, right?
On my mama, either going to Lake Tahoe or coming from Lake Tahoe on the 50, and that motherfucker you had to let it burn out. You can't put that bitch out. You gotta let that bitch burn out. You gotta
imagine that if that shit crashes in like a metropolitan area. Because now here's the thing. Autonomous is one thing where we got to worry about some kind of a statistical error where it's like, okay, it's a malfunction, but statistically it only happens X amount percentage, right? Like human error is crazy. Now you might have motherfuckers as high as a motherfucker or drunk, loaded to the gills. You know what I mean?
You never prepare for human error.
That's what I'm saying. No, you just be chilling. You just be chilling. You on the way you in line at the club, at the nightclub, and this motherfucker just come through, crashing through the building.
JD, if this dude was a spokesman, I'd be fucking running.
Yeah,
he's the owner of the motherfucker. Not only is he a client, that motherfucker is the owner.
He's not only the president, he's a client too. Huh?
Oh, my mama cold.
I know. Show me this guy driving that shit.
Hey,
I know shit, right?
In the chat, I'm telling you, bro. When I be dropping the clips of this shit, they have fired this motherfucker up, and they firing him up right now. I'm telling you, bro, this motherfucker's a cold dude.
I'm telling you, bro is a 1980s, the early 1990s bad guy in them action flicks, bro.
Derek
I'm
said
telling
it
you,
best.
like,
Most definitely looks like he should belong on a wanted poster.
Facts. And Phil said that motherfucker can't be. He look like he can't be trusted. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey,
Look at this though too. He about to sell 3 Thou Wow units and make a smooth Billy, and then they're up and running. Now they're gonna have enough money to go and mass produce these joints now. You know what I mean?
Mama, and they gonna have enough money to where a motherfucker gonna want to buy in, and they could keep their motherfucking capital 100%.
I mean, because think about this. Then you're gonna have Toyota knocking at the door. You're gonna have the Germans knocking at the door. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking everybody come through knocking because now they want to have their version of it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy.
Mama, let's finish this shit out. It's only a couple seconds.
You know, real quick. You know, how you said this been in the works for 10 years. That means they got the patents too, I would imagine.
100%.
You know what I mean? Unless flying cars, someone patented that shit maybe back in the 50s or something like that.
I mean, but it's probably, it's just the technology that they're coming with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's patented for sure. For sure. So that means they're going to be able to partner with XYZ of these other car companies and start manufacturing their own versions of it, or adopt their technologies, so then they could start, you know what I mean, making flying woo-wops, like, you know, a motherfucking flying Tesla or some shit. You know what I mean?
But when I fire it back up, just pay attention to how
Flying Benz.
this motherfucker looks, right? The way that it's flying and shit, right? And it says it got about 110 miles capability to be in the air. But if you're in the city, bro, if you getting down to about 109, 108, bro, and it's extra motherfucking traffic, where are you gonna put that motherfucker, on the sidewalk?
You ain't lying, huh? And in today's news, a flying fucking car landed on top of a truck in dead stop traffic.
Hey, Bogey, one more thing before I fire this shit up. Remember me, you, and Slim did the motherfucking story when we first started the show where the airplane had to work on the airplane and they landed on the freeway in San Diego.
Yep.
Fucking dummies, because they didn't have no gas.
They had no gas.
Oh my
And you
God.
know why they didn't have no gas? Because they had so much weight, because fuel is heavy. So they only gassed them X amount because they wanted to carry as much weight as possible. And then they had to take that bitch down on the fucking freeway. They was throwing work all on the side of the road. Remember that shit?
Cold world, fucking dummy.
The police officer was like, I clearly just saw him throw something in the side of the road.
Clearly. Oh my
Throwing fucking
God.
bags of bricks. No, allegedly.
Get off. Watch this shit, y'all. Watch how this motherfucking car flying. Now, let me rewind it a couple of seconds and watch this shit. How this motherfucker don't even look like it's really flying, bro. It just look like it's kind of hovering.
And shout out to Slim too, man.
Shout out to Slim, man. From a
Yeah, shout out to Slim.
man.
Yeah, man.
100%. Here we go, y'all.
So yes, we do provide the training. It's actually pretty simple. It's literally in the air. It's simpler than driving a car. You still need a driver license, but it is very simple to operate, and we do provide the training. Nick can literally teach you in less than half an hour,
Jim, I'm going to tell you this. It is my New Year's wish for you that this continues to be successful. It's exciting to see that video. It's exciting to speak with you. And I love the idea of innovation, and Silicon Valley continues to lead the way. Jim Duchovny, congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. We're waiting for you to come and fly one.
Thank you for watching.
That shit is crazy, man. I wonder if they're building that shit at Lockheed.
Hey, that motherfucker told him, I can't wait for you to come and fly one. Because remember the last time they was there, he was like, bro, you got to stand about 100 yards away. You know what I mean? Because we got the, what's the shit called? The intellectual property that we don't want to get out. Now that motherfucker telling you about 5 months later, hey, we want to get you out here to fly one, bro.
Hey, he's probably talking about, hey, where you at? I'm going to pick you up.
I'm going to pick you.
I'll pick you up in the thing. You can fit 2 people. Hold on, wait. I've been on a sign this waiver. You know what I mean? Sign this waiver because this isn't public yet. See, that's another thing too, is like, damn, like the legalities of everything, putting regular humans to fly these shits, and it's not autonomous. You know what I mean? Because that's one thing if you tell me like, okay, we're driving regular on the ground, then we get to these certain areas and it really is like the Jetsons where it's like, you just hop into this motion and you're in this line of motion right? And you have no control of it because there is some airways that control the shit and control the flow of traffic. Then when you get off, you know what I mean, put hands on the wheel, boom, and now you're back to driving. You know what I mean? Like, cause then that would make me feel way more comfortable about it. Like, right out the gate,
That's what Brett said about the helicopter, though. The helicopter taxi. He said, "Yeah, we can't go a certain, you know what I mean, because of the FAA. You know what I mean? Because you can't get in line with shit that's really like commercial shit and you know what I mean, shit like that. You can't do that 100%. That's why you got how the motherfucking Rams and Chargers Stadium is right next to the airport. Well, so the homies where they community is, I've heard them say the ghetto bird can't fly over there because of the motherfucking airport. You feel me? So, remember when we had earlier last year? What happened is that you had a military helicopter collide with a motherfucking airplane that was like in Washington D.C. and made them people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to really control the airspace. So you can only go a certain amount of feet in the air.
Rest in peace to Anthony, and he would always say Anthony. And Anthony. And so we just started calling him Ant. This is a guy, he was a helicopter instructor. Because remember, I told you I had the studio at the airport for hella long. You know what I mean? Right at the Hillview Airport in San Jose, California. This is a private airport. And they fly single Cessna engine planes and things of that nature. And remember the guy in this clip, he was talking about, I don't want to go to Fresno or Bakersfield because he's thinking, I got to go to these little airports and take off to and fro. They got him in Stockton. They got him in Fresno. They got him in San Jose. They got him in Bakersfield. So where all these little Cessna engine planes, they come and go and to and fro. You feel me? I think Manteca got one, something like that. But see, my point is like there's restrictions for where these planes can go too. And so this guy Ant, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I remember, and you can even look this up. This is an actual history, right? It's 2008. 2008, July 4th. It was July 3rd. So July 4th was a Saturday, and that July 3rd was a Friday. I go into the studio because we got the whole event at Great America. It was like a Filipino. It was like a Filipino festival at Great America in a little concert area, and hella people were performing, and they had all these vendors and shit.
It was going down that day.
Yeah, and we had a booth. We had a big ass booth, and we got our DJs set up. So it was like that night we're burning hella CDs. You know what I mean? I got a whole fucking thing of laptops going. You know what I mean? We're just because we're about to move hella mixtapes for real, and at this booth, and we're gonna perform all this shit. So like we go there, and then we don't got cameras, nothing like that. It's a private airport. Like even police, they can't even. So and for anyone from San Jose that's familiar with this, your brother would know what I'm talking about. On this private airport thing, when you're driving on the main road by it, you see like a big old baseball field. So like some teams, they have like little baseball things there, but then there's a little building and it has like vending machines in it and coffee machines and shit. And the cops, they'll do their shift exchange here, like the cops that on that route. Yeah. Right? But they don't go further into this shit, into the airport, and we're up in there deep, like where my building was. You know what I mean? So like one night, that night we're there, and I hear someone like at the door. I just go look right on there. It can't be the cops. You know what I mean? But it was it was Anthony, right? He's opening up the door and he's with his friend. And look, I swear to God, he comes up. I'm like, oh, what's up, Anthony? I'm faded, and he's faded, and he's with his partner. He's like, hey, Scott. You know, I'm already Scott, this is my boy, Scott from Scotland. And he's like, I'm Scott from Scotland. And I'm just laughing hella hard. And he's like, I'm going to take Scott up in the heli. And I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. I'm not thinking anything of it because, I've had the studio, I've shared this building with this dude hella times. And I see him all day, every day, taking fools up in that helicopter because he did a little helicopter classes, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's one of the little helicopters where it's just a little glass bowl. And it has it's just like the skeleton in the back. Right. Yeah, it's one of them joints, you know what I mean? So he takes them up, and then I don't even think nothing of it. We there all night, we leave, we come back in the morning to go pick up all our shit, like all the rest of the equipment with the trucks and whatnot. And then there's like polices and reporters and all this shit. This motherfucker crashed, bro, because he went a little far outside the fucking, the little flight zone. Because it's nighttime and he's faded, you know what I mean? And he got caught up in some fucking power lines, bro. You know what I mean? Right off the 680. Wow.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The Capital Expressway 680, this motherfucker crashes, man. Rest in peace to bruh. And that was a trip. Yeah, because then that's ultimately what made me lose that studio too. Because then this guy, most of the building was his. You know what I mean? He had all these classrooms and then I had like this other half of the building that he was, you know. And so the landlord, you know what I mean? He was like, if you could afford the whole building, you can stay. If not, you gotta go. So then I just toyed with the idea. Well, he let my lease go up, but I toyed with the idea of like, if I do get this whole building, now I could use it all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but then, you know, I couldn't find too many people that was willing to put their money where their mouth is. Like, listen, because I knew a bunch of studios, like, listen, come over here. We just have like a grandiose studio. The police don't come in here. It was like insane. It was insane because they could. We're all fit. It's a private airport. When I say private like that, it's because that's federal, bro. It's federal ground.
That's the FAA.
Yes. Federal grounds, so the police they can't even drive up on there unless there's like actual cause for them, or a call or whatever the case may be. They just can't go perusing around there though. I seen some wild shit there too, having that studio, like motherfuckers knocking on the door in the middle of the night. Cause my studio, the building, like it's literally, I look out the windows in one of my rooms and it's the runway. You know what I mean?
That's federal.
So it's like a porch. Yeah, cause we be smoking on porches, watching planes take off all day. And then people go, oh, is the hell allowed over there? Like, yeah, fuck yeah. But like, you know, we got soundproof shit. The fuck? We ain't tripping. We're recording. That shit was inspiring though. But anyways, yeah, motherfuckers come through, knock on the door in the middle of the night. Like, yeah, I just flew in. Like, okay. But they can't get out. There's a gate, so you can't just get out. So they see our lights on, they just knock. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no one's in the tower right now? Like, you know what I mean? They'll bust that gate open for you. And no one was there. I just landed. And then, you know, my mind's like, oh, okay. And he's like, I'm like, well, shit, I can open the gate for you, let you out. Can I use your phone? I'm like, damn, that's, you know, I asked
you ain't got no phone, motherfucker.
He's like, no, he said his phone was dead. Right? He's like, can I use your phone? He wanted to call a cab. And then, so boom, you know, we call him 777 cab or whatever the fuck it was. Remember that shit back in the days?
Hey, how that motherfucker don't got no, I know this finna sound stupider than a motherfucker, but how that motherfucker don't got no car charger, aka a plane charger?
He was in a plane.
I know, why that motherfucker don't got no plane charger?
Hey, look at this though. When we got him situated, right? We get him situated, and then he goes and gets all his shit. And this fool got hella bags with him, and like rollaway bags and all kind of like duffel bags. And I'm like, damn, who knows what this guy is just bringing in right now? You know what I mean? He said he flew in from Seattle.
Oh, yeah, he got the work. The work was coming from Canada.
There it is. Shit, unknowingly might have just let bro in. It's like,
cold,
listen,
bro.
I ain't tripping, man. You know what I mean? Like,
and that ain't nothing but about a 5-hour flight.
We was in there doing all kinds of
They tell you to turn your motherfucking phone off during your flight anyways. Why that motherfucker didn't have his phone off? He didn't have no phone on purpose because he didn't want to get tracked. 100%.
No, you ain't lying. I didn't think about that. It's like 2000. This is like 2009. I had that joint from 2008 to 10. So you know what I mean? That I was there for 2 years.
It was still good then. It was still good. The iPhone came out in 08.
You ain't lying. It did come out. I remember this one time, right?
Hey, that probably still doing that same run right now with his mother, allegedly.
This particular airport, there was even probably like 2010, that around that era, the city was toying, because we were doing like the Grand Prix shit in San Jose. So then the city was toying with tearing down this airport. Like if they were trying to buy this little area, and they were gonna do little drag race shits there. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. And little fucking and little sideshow shit. You know, the shit that we're seeing now, right? But look at this. So long story longer.
But don't y'all got commercial flights that come into San Jose too, though?
No, listen. That's a whole other side of San Jose. We're like, it's a whole other side. We got international. Well, it's not international.
I think I've rolled because isn't it by the freeway?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You can
by
see
like
that.
The 280.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
Yeah. So like this one, this is in the east side, bro. This airport. It's imagine. So this was
your neighborhood.
Yeah, so this was like the mall's right across the street. I'm talking about when you're at the mall. Shout out to Eastridge. When you're at the mall, you'll constantly see these single and double Cessna engine planes just flying over because they're about to land or they're taking off. They're just flying over them all. And yeah, and over time there has been crashes. Like somebody crashed into the mall back in the days, and it was like in the 80s. Because this airport's been there from like the dawn of San Jose for real.
So that's how it is with ours. So we got a small airport right around the corner from my house. Matter of fact, my job butts up to the airport, right? So you got the where the new police station is now. It used to be a little strip mall like type shit, motherfucker. Because my grandma stayed by the motherfucker. And so that motherfucker, one of them planes crashed into the strip mall. It was a Leatherby's ice cream, or a matter of fact, I think that's exactly what it was. It was a Leatherby's ice cream. We got a Leatherby's by Arden Mall, so that's like one of them old ass. We got several old ass ice cream stores in this bitch, 100%. But I want to say the Leatherby's was in that motherfucking the plane crashed into that bitch. So like
Leatherby's, I haven't heard that.
My grandma said the commercial flights used to land into that bitch before they built the other airport.
Wow.
Yeah. And that like I said, my job butt up right next to that motherfucker. You got my job.
The Sac Airport
it's like a 200-acre property, maybe even more than that. Because like I said, my job is right here on 24th Street, and then the airport is on Freeport, and them is two main streets that run the same way, 100%. So I don't know how many acres it exactly is.
And the airport in San Jose. Bad shit, hella.
Also, you got houses. So you got houses on the 24th Street side that butt up to the airport, and just like how houses on the river have their own docks, motherfuckers have their own airport hangars as their garage at their house, so they could just take their plane out and get on the air runway.
Oh, that's badass.
That shit federal, bro, on my mama.
Hey, look at this too. Like the shit is so fat. I'm talking about like. I would get out of my building, and we're connected to a big ass hangar too, right? But I'd walk out of the building, we had like a porch with an overhanger, and we blow. And so at night, it's just like you can't even see us because it's dark as fuck. But like, so in the distance, like across the whole, like, so there's hella planes parked. Then you have the big long ass runway. Then way in the distance, there's other hangars and all kind of shit and other buildings. And then you just see these like little fucking things flying in the air. Right? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then so like my man's, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Nancy, he's the one white dude in the crew, right? Well, he did 23andMe and he found out he's half Portuguese. But anyways, he's straight. And it makes sense because he never would like pink up when we'd be outside all day. He'd actually tan. Anyways, Nancy, he's like, fuck it, let's go see. And that's definitely the white side of him, right? You want to go, let's go investigate. We walk over there and it's hella like, so we're in our 20s at this point, right? But like all these motherfuckers were like tech fools that were in their 40s. You know what I mean? Oh, and it was like a bunch of women and men, and they're all like glow sticks and all shit. And this is the shit that was flying, that we looked like was flying in the air and shit, right? And they're all smacking out of their mind. They got a hangar and it's just popping. It's just popping in there. And these fools are like all kind of techies, and they just flew in from everywhere. You know what I mean? And they just party. They said they do this every year. They're like, what? So we was up in that thing. You know what I mean? Smoking some weed and shit. You know what I mean? Because we had some weed. But like it was, and then just talking to fools, you know, hella white people. But I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. Because no one knows there's this little fucking techie rave going on because it's federal grounds right here. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro. So,
we're on fucking federal grounds, bro.
Hey, the techies own their own motherfucking planes. Them motherfuckers own the hangar in that motherfucker. Like them motherfuckers is not playing. They got exotic cars in the hangar waiting on.
Yeah, and they were in their 40s at that time, 2008 and 2009 era.
That's the IBM motherfuckers in the what's
Silicon Valley motherfuckers, bro.
Oh my mama, cold world.
It's the Silicon Valley motherfuckers, and then like you know when the first wave of layoffs too in the Silicon Valley in the 90s, a lot of those companies because they were moving out. So imagine that. So that's why like they're just flying back from wherever they got moved out to. They're like, listen. We come here every year for this party. You know what I mean?
100%. This is mandatory.
Hey, that shit. As always, I would have never investigated that shit though. I would have been thought I saw aliens or something.
Cold world, bro. Oh, and all it was glow sticks from motherfuckers.
That motherfucker was glow sticks and some techies.
Oh, mama. They was turned up.
They was in there sweating.
Hey, I'm glad they let y'all motherfuckers stay for the shenanigans.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I mean, shit. They were like, who? Like, you know, of course, you know, it's like, who are these guys? Like, oh, I got a studio over there. And then we just point in the distance and you see our lights on. You know what I mean?
My mama, I would have told them, man, come listen to some of my music, man. You want to start a motherfucking radio?
You know what's so funny too is like just the shit that was going down over there. Not even just us, like it was like or allegedly, but it was like everything else that was going on. Because like you had all these rock bands that had these little hangars that they would so there would be like hangars that are converted into so you got hella high hangars, but you got all these big ass cubicles essentially everywhere.
Right.
And then there were just like rehearsal areas for foods. You know what I mean?
That's federal.
Yeah, but you know. There would be fools that got bands and they're just living there too, and then like they go to the gym and shower, and you know what I mean. So it was just like a little community.
Living in
all
the
these
studio.
pilots. There was a whole fleet of Japanese pilots, right? And shout out to Hito. Hito was our landlord. This guy was a penny pinching son, bitch. Like I remember, like we would have fools just smoking cigarettes outside in the front of the building. And you know, a motherfucker might be a dumbass, he on the wall, but he got his foot like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're like,
uh-oh. Big Bro in the Matrix. Hey, they didn't want to let him be great and tell the story about I forgot Big Bro name. But that's how I post up on the wall. Oh, my mama, I throw my foot up on that bitch and post up on the wall just like that, 100%. Oh my, that's how we used to do in high school. Oh my mama, that was our spot. If you hung out on the wall, oh my mama, bro, you was one of them fellas, sisters, 100%. Yeah, man, I didn't want to let bro be great. We got my dog Bakes in the building. What's up, big bro? 100%, man. We had a hell of a show, man. We talking about the transportation, the future of transportation. We didn't talk about flying cars, flying taxis, and driverless taxis, you know what I mean, or driverless Ubers and shit like that, fucking shit up. So yeah, man, we had a hell of a show. Lee, where you at, man?
I'm right here.
Let them know. Give them a recap of last night's show real fast.
Well, we had episode 15. It was kind of fun, but it's gonna be even better once they get the seeding tonight. I'll know who the Chargers get. If it's the Patriots, the Jaguars. But I'm going to have a wild card show, so it's going to be fun. Actually, I'll have a recap of the Denver game and then talk about, hey, the upcoming preview, which will be the wild card after this game. But, man, it's going to be a fun episode because I'll have, if it's the Patriots, I'm going to have a friend that knows football, knows Patriots football. It'll be fun, it'll be interactive, and it'll be enjoyable.
Hey,
and it's the fucking playoffs, so motherfucker, it's gonna be fun. I thank everyone that joined me last night. I had a good time, but also I gotta thank the producer that was backstage. Thank you, fella.
Gang in the building, you know what time it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Hey, just be careful for what you wish for, bro. That's all I got to say.
Hey, you know what? I can't control. I only can control what I can control, and what we get is what we get.
Yeah. 100%. So I'm just saying, don't be scared of Jacksonville. A Duval.
But you know what? Scared. If we do get Jacksonville, then I can call that a revenge match.
Yeah.
But they did get us in the regular season, but you know what? Payback's a bitch.
hey, the Patriots ain't did that to you, but bounced your ass up out the playoffs. But the Jacksonville, though, you blew a lead against them, so you definitely need some get back against them because you was playing against Tom Brady back then. You know what I mean? Right now, or a couple of years ago, it was T-Law versus Herbo, bro. This is the get back that you need. So don't be scared of them.
No, I mean, whoever it is, we'll find out. But hey, man, it's going to be fun. But hey, I'm looking forward to that 49er game tonight, man. That's a good one.
Why you trying to switch gears?
I'm not. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. I was actually watching the first
Stay away from our game.
Hey, both games got a playoff implications.
Yeah, they're both for the division.
Well, they said that the Falcons and the Saints game has something to do with if the Bucks end up winning this game. So
I saw that too.
If they win this game, they not technically in there. But if the Panthers, I think they good if they win.
Yeah, they win, they're in.
Cold world.
Yeah, it's for either of those teams. Win is in, right?
Yes, if the Bucks win, something about the Saints in the the Falcons game has something to do with the Bucks.
Whoa! Oh, so the Dolphins got to beat the Saints somehow to help. That'll help the Bucks.
Yeah,
no, it helps in Carolina.
Oh, it helps Carolina. Okay.
I forgot exactly how it goes.
Yeah, it helps Carolina win the division. It helps in the playoffs if they lose. But if tomorrow,
but none of those teams are going to push out any of the NFC West teams. So that's
no, for sure. They're locked in.
And then Green Bay's locked. We got
the Rams got 5 losses, so they're like a 5, 6, 7. Like you just said, Green Bay. I think they locked into 7. That's why they starting tune 100%.
Yeah, and then we got what's Brett's name? Caleb Williams and them. They're in there.
Right. Well, they're down there the division. They're the
division champions.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you got the Eagles.
Only thing that's kind of like shook up is just us in Seattle. Whoever wins out of us, one goes to 1 and one goes to 4. I mean, goes to 5 or 6, something like that.
One goes to the road.
Right, 100%.
We gotta send them on road.
And you know what, Bogey? You got the garage open?
Yeah.
Is the sun out?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go!
Let's go. Yeah, the rain stopped probably like an hour ago. Whenever we started the show, the rain stopped. I was like, all right, word, let's go.
Bogey!
Come on.
We're going to be live for this we're going to be live for the first game. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Bucks.
You already know we hella
with Baker 19. Do you copy? We want to see
me. Hey, look, I'm going for the Buccaneers, bro.
All right, we'll be back in a few hours, y'all. The game, I think the first game is at 1 o'clock our time, bro.
Yeah, 1 o'clock California time. Yeah, 1:30 actually.
Yeah, we in the motherfucking building, y'all. We appreciate y'all for pulling up, spending some time out your morning on this beautiful Saturday. This is the first show of the OJ and the Blunt. Hold on one more time. Come on now. We here talking our shit. And there go Bakes. Bakes said, is there a watch party? You motherfucking right.
Yes, sir.
We about to find out. These divisions, some of these division winners, we'll be right back tomorrow, firing this shit up to be scouting our motherfucking playoff drafts 100%. So yeah, we ain't going.
Hey, I just saw one of them. Hey, bro, it was crazy. He pulled up hella quick in that fucking electric woo wop. But he's it's like the Amazon joint though, the giant ones.
Yeah.
Pulled up, jumped out with the package in his hand already. Ran up to the joint. Boom, just tossed it on the shit, ran up in that motherfucker. Hella
masked off.
Oh, well, yo, he just checked the joint.
Right, man. Hey, that motherfucker had that, he had that Warren Moon rocket.
You know,
and keep it pushing.
He kind of frisbeed it. It was like a square white package, but a plastic, you know what I mean? So maybe it was some clothing or something, but he like frisbeed it. He went like this.
Oh, that motherfucker like to play the frisbee golf shit then. He's practicing his shot for frisbee golf. Oh, my mind.
I mean, he's on. Hey, frisbee golf goes crazy, but I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, that motherfucker, he runs tournaments. He'll give you $500 if you get a hole in one on certain courses.
That's the golf.
Because it builds up. It builds up every game that don't nobody hit it. The pot goes up and it maxes out at 500. So if you get a hole in one on this,
man, we have frisbee golf joints in San Jose too.
We got the motherfucker at the big port.
They got one out here,
bro. It's one at the big port. I could walk to one. Oh my mama, they put a frisbee golf at the big port, bro. No lie. Cold world. Oh my mama. Hey, look, y'all. Lee. Let us know we're coming back tonight, Paul.
We're gonna be back at 1:30 Pacific time, 3:30 Central. Then we'll be probably rocking the whole stream.
Yeah, it's a double header, so you know what I mean. We'll more than likely just smack it in one.
Sure, y'all. Bogey, let them know.
And you already know. You know what I'm saying? Universe, give me money. You know what I mean? It's the gang. It's the gang, bro. There's a whole lot of gang shit going on tonight, man.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? Let's go. Hey, real quick question. Oh, you know what? I'll ask you when we get off here. Let's get up out of here.
Come on now. 100%.
Neon Peacock merch.
100%, man. We see y'all in 2.2, man, in a minute, man.
Peace.
Gang.